just gonna do some streamer fishing in here. I have a different setup today. I'm using a Douglas Sky G. It's a 4-weight. I have very short leader here, and then I have 1X fluorocarbon tied to the end of this leader, and I have 2 split shot about 6 inches above, just a regular old woolly bugger, cone head, brass head. I'm just gonna cast it, let it dead drift down, and strip it on through me, and just sort of see. This is not necessarily a super deep hole, so I don't need my regular Versa leader, and it's also a great hole to take advantage of the dead drift. And a lot of times you can get hit on that dead drift. Sometimes in a hole like this that has a lot of boulders and rocks on the bottom, using a Versa leader, that can sometimes get caught as you're doing a swing through in those rocks and cause some issues with just, you know, the retrieve. So I tend not to use it in holes like this. Just letting it sink, and then as it stretches out and swings on through, I'll strip it in. Casting it across, there's lots of bug life on this water right now. Lots of caddis flying, lots of, looks like BWOs. That's a caddis right there that just flew by. Wonder if this would be a good time to dry fly fish, maybe. But right now I'm committed to the streamer. I'm just gonna let that dead drift and swing on through. Thought that was a hit. Casting directly across from me, letting it sink a little bit so it gets down, and then stripping it across. Getting it way down there, 45-degree angle, and just letting that swing right across the tail end of that hole. Just kind of plopping it all around, seeing where the good spot. What is all this stuff that's floating around? It's like pollen floating everywhere. There's nothing wrong with casting upstream and stripping it back down towards you as it comes screaming through this faster current. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I usually don't get hit that way, but since I'm not getting hit any other way, I might as well try it. Well, maybe they want something moving with a little bit more control. And that's when I Euro. Look at my Euro combo here. Just see if maybe they want a different presentation. I can just let that kind of dead drift through with direct contact, and then I can kind of pop it and give it sort of like a jigging motion, not necessarily a stripping motion, but a jigging motion. And that little flutter can mimic a couple things, right? They could think that it is a distressed minnow. They could think that it is some sort of larger bug drifting through the water column, swiggling and squirming around. There's lots of things they could think. All right, as soon as it hit the water. That was cool. Whoops. Pretty rainbow. Barbless hook, so it should come out relatively easy. It's just in weird. There we go. Gorgeous fish.